Yeah, there you go. Not too late, am I? Jeez. Oh, swollen, red. What happened? Sunburn. Yeah, sunburn, really. On the 8th of September. It's not even, well, it's spring, but it's not even like summer yet. I ended up sunburn? Well, sunburn. See the nose? I don't know. I assume it was standing in front of, in the sunshine at the barbecue for multiple hours. Because we had a first birthday party for baby K. Just such a tiny little baby. Yeah, see? It's funny, we brought sunscreen. You are? Violets, no. I was hoping it would be just me that made this terrible, terrible mistake. I mean, it's kind of funny. Emma Stitches and I are responsible for many nerds being sunburnt on our wedding day and whatnot. So I'm not sure if that's going to continue. Poor sunburnt nerds. Anyway, I want to play Shadowrun? I'd love to talk more, but like we're 38 minutes behind already. This is an additional few minutes because I just wanted to eat my potato salad. Wait. My potato salad? No. Emma Stitches made the potato salad. Right? Emma Stitches made a lot of the food. She was very fantastic. Incredible work. I did dad thing. I stood in front of a barbecue for hours, but I also made the cake. And did a bunch of prep. 7 rounds till the bombs explode. 1 of 3 bombs defused. We are saving the Croix Bazaar. Damn right, we appreciate Emma Stitches. Cool. Not enough ammo for a dual shot. Anyway, let's see if that works. 1 HP. Man, go get him. Good job, Iga. So that one's probably up there. Glory can move real fast. To get up there, we have to go this way. Yeah, good day, that's for sure. Like, tiring, sure, but highly enjoyable. Had a very good time. And as always, it's the people that really make the event, so having so many people turn up, even for those who couldn't turn up for the whole time, just to... All AP loss? He's petrified. Oh, right, he's fucked. And even more AP lost. And even more AP lost. Jeez, Dante. Yeah, he's gone. Good job, neutral ghoul. I swear to God, if they're running up to attack Iga, I'm going to be so disappointed. That's so little sleep. What were you doing? I'm not the person to nag others about how much sleep they are or aren't getting, but that sucks. Boop. Yeah, Baby K slept for a little while. So we also slept, took that opportunity to rest up. Highly important. Ugh. Ugh. And I'm glad we did. It also meant that once everyone was awake, and cramming in parenting, feeding the baby, yeah, unwrapping some of the baby's presents, and like cleaning the kitchen, getting it to a usable state again. We don't need to cook. We have too many leftovers for that. That doesn't mean I don't want to get the kitchen to a usable state. That's pretty important to me. I think that admission probably makes some people pretty envious. They'd love to spend the entire stream in the bath. 80, 83%, 4 actions. So we'll get an extra attack if we just run up. Oh, glory. That's the spirit. Taking up 4 AP in one of her attack is not bad. That's very cool. So did you guys see, like I posted on our Discord, which again, I suggest everyone check out. It's good fun. Good people there. Photos of cakes there too. Oh, poor Glory. Harebrained, while they suffered quite horrendously from Paradox not supporting. I don't know. Do we blame Paradox entirely? I don't know. The Lamplighters League was well received as a pretty damn good tactics game, but didn't sell well enough because it was very expensive. And they dropped a bunch of stuff, which sucks. I hate it when that happens. But we got news that they are in fact releasing a new game. It's called Graft. It's kind of space cyberpunky. And it looks pretty good. At least so far. Like, we're in very early days. Jesus Christ. Lamplighter League wasn't interesting? Tell me more. Like, I only saw... Like, do I want... It's like, am I interested in this sort of story? Not particularly. Could it be cool? Probably. Oh, there was a lot of procedural generation. Oh, that's not great. For a high-intensity tactics game? That's not what you want to see. Woof. No wonder then. Okay. I guess procedural generation for some missions makes sense, you know? Not everything needs to become... Don't fuck it up. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if it's high intensity either. But like, Harebrained make this sort of game mostly. Tactics. You can see it. Tactics games. Management sims almost with Battletech. Oh, yeah, that would stand in its way quite significantly, wouldn't it? Great. Good. Golden. Beep. Let's head to the safe house. Take care of Paul. That orc is going to pay for this. Oh, I'm not doing Iger's voice tonight because you can probably tell mine's a little fucked. I had one blissful day where I did not feel ill. It was Thursday last week, actually. It was a great day for it, too, given it was a night out where someone was babysitting baby K, and I got to enjoy a lovely play. It's my favorite. It's probably, yeah, it is my favorite play and definitely my favorite musical. Back to the Quest Bazaar. Yeah, the pulp World War II vibe, very cool. Small, like, powers, great. Good fun. But, I mean, I didn't pick it up. And I kind of like what they do, at least their story. But Graft looks interesting, very cool. So we'll take a look when it comes out. There are many things on our list that we want to take a look at, though. The Croix Bazaar. You emerge from the foulness of the sewers only to be met with the equally dark stench of cordite and death. Although you've saved the Keats, it is far from unharmed. Residents wander the streets days, holding their wounds, tending to others, observing the damage. The look in their eyes tells the story. Their illusion of safety has been shattered. You enter Paul Amsel's Trade Emporium already knowing what you'll find there. The knowledge doesn't make the discovery any easier. Yeah, fairly competent babysitters. At least one tiny one. Once again, the team gathers around Paul Amsel, but tonight he has no more missions to offer and no advice to give. His body lies motionless on the hardwood, cooling in the night air. The ruin of his face has been hidden under a burlap tarp. For several minutes, nobody speaks. Finally, Dietrich steps forward. I think we should say something about Paul. There's a moment of silence, and Iger speaks up. I'll go. Iger brings herself to attention and stares straight ahead. Paul Amsel was an important member of this team, and he supported us well. He said what he was going to do, and he did it. That's rare. That's worthy of respect. She looks down at the body. There's a long pause before she speaks again. Thank you, Paul, for everything. Another pause. Her voice softens. I was out of position when they came for you. I couldn't save you. I'm sorry. The others shift uncomfortably, not knowing what to say. Gloria breaks the awkward moment, her voice a frosty monotone. I appreciate what Amsel did for us. It's another loss, one this team can't afford. Gloria's eyes sweep across the group and land on Amsel's body. Her expression is impossible to read. After a moment, she turns her head to look at you. It's hard, I know, but this is why we need to keep together, support each other. No one's going to look out for us but us. Dietrich eyes you appreciatively. Yeah, that's right. There's more to this than a mercenary's paycheck. There has to be. Goodbye, Paul. I've got seed mit dir. Gingerly, Blitz steps forward. His hair is mussed and there's a fresh bullet hole in his jacket. It smells like smoke and blood and stale sweat, and his hands tremble as he takes them out of his pockets. Well, I didn't know Paul as well as the rest of you, but he seemed like a good guy. He shuffles his feet. I didn't want to see this happen at any rate. You okay, Blitz? Looks like you and Mallet saw some action back there. Yeah. His eyes remain fixed on Amsel's body. I'll live. As if in turn, Dante lowers his head sadly, lets out a heavy sigh, and closes his eyes. We'll miss you, Paul. Don't worry about the body. I know what to do. Be respectful, but be quick. After all, it is only a shell. Paul is with Monica now. We're all going to be with Monica soon if we don't do something. The Firewing came after us once. She'll do it again. This is about more than just us. Everyone's in danger. The whole damn F-state. Are you being a little dramatic? I don't think that it is, Love. I really don't. Come on, everyone. Let's get a look at that optical chip. I want to see what we're dealing with. Reed Ellis' optical chip on the mission computer. Hey, everyone's max level now. Target 2 enemies in 1 action for 0 AP. Jeez. Reloads all of her equipped weapons. Or snipe 2 people. Snipe 2 people. Decreasing outgoing damage. Harms out all foes. Defensive. Carries it. No, we're good. Yeah, this is marked target now reduces target armor. Great. More importantly, extra AP. Oh, Dante. Dante lifts his head and looks up at you mournfully. The feral aggression is gone from his eyes. He's changed, you can see it, but he's still Dante. So, Pentrolin, Dante was very helpful out there, but I am a bit concerned about his fire breathing. Pretty cool trick, don't you think? It is handy, that's not hard to argue. He's not a normal dog, not by a long shot. Is he possessed? I assume you've checked his aura and discovered he's part hellhound. Monica trained him for months to be combat ready. We had a hellhound in the house and Monica didn't tell us. For months? Pendulum has him under our control. Dante performed well in the field, followed commands flawlessly. I have no concerns. Dante stays with me. Where I run, he runs. Good job, dog. A cool blue tone to the workstation's main menu fill the screen. A blinking message in the upper right corner notifies you that you have 0 unread messages. Shadowland? Claim payment for sold pay data? Yay! Totally relevant. Read the optical chip. You slot the optical chip into the computer's waiting chip jack. On the screen, Alice's office blooms into view. A half second later, a real-time simulation of Alice appears, seated behind her mahogany desk. Something about it reminds you of a figure from a wax museum, lifelike but dead inside. It greets you with a facsimile of Alice's joyless smile. Customer name, Pendrelin. Its voice is hollow, synthetic, an automaton masquerading as a living woman, one you've never even met in the flesh. Account number 1012579. Greetings, valued customer. I am an offline simulacrum of the Alice persona. I have been included on this chip to answer any questions that you might have about your information purchase. Nifty piece of tech. Not now, Blitz. If you're ready to proceed, I will present Alice's findings. You may interrupt this presentation at any point by saying, Alice, I have a question. Is that the only thing you'll respond to, or can I talk to you like a normal person? The simulacrum hitches slightly. You may interrupt this presentation at any point by saying, Alice, I have a question. That answers that. We're ready. Let's get the show on the road. Very well. Commencing presentation. The simulacrum goes rigid for a moment and seems to relax. When it speaks, it sounds more natural, as though the real Alice is speaking through it. All right, Pentrelin, I've got some good news for you, and I've got bad news. Let's start with the good news. I found Vauclair, and he is alive. Thank God. The trail to your missing doctor was a long and slippery run. The fee that you paid me barely covered my costs for the job. I sent a team into the SOX on a fact-finding mission. I bribed government officials. I greased the palms of wage slaves at megacorps all across Europe. Each step I took eliminated possibilities, drew me a little bit closer, and finally I found a place where Vauclair is being held. The simulacrum makes a sweeping gesture with its right hand, and an image switchblades onto the screen. A grainy overhead photograph annotated with map coordinates. You recognize it immediately. This is where you'll find him. He's being held captive at a remote estate called the Harfield Manor. You gotta be kidding me. He was there the whole time? Gloria says nothing. She just studies the photograph and nods. Okay, nobody tell me. I get it. This is something else that I missed. Alice, I have a question. The simulacrum hitches again. You can feel the life drain out of it. It looks up at you robotically. You have a question. All right. Please make your inquiry now. You said that Vauclair is being held at the estate. What evidence did you turn up to support that? One of my assets at Transys Neuronet provided me with a video feed dated 2053-1010. The feed was taken by a corporate surveillance drone. Playback commencing. A screen is filled with a grainy black and white video feed. You recognize the Harfield Manor, photographed from high above. The camera pushes in and the image sharpens. Through a barred, ground-level window, you can see the shape of a stooped, emaciated figure. His body shows clear signs of neglect. His figure is unmistakable. It's Vauclair, 20 years older and worse for wear. His skin hangs loose on his bones and his cheeks are hollow. There's a distinctly grey pallor to his skin. That's Vauclair, all right? What's left of him, anyway. Doesn't look like they've been feeding him much. He shakes his head. Poor bastard. Another figure steps into frame behind Vauclair. An orc. He turns his head slightly and the skin grafts catch the light. Vauclair slowly turns to face Audra and the video feed cuts out. Do you have another question? What else did you tell him about the Harfield Manor? Seismological data and thermal imaging confirm the existence of a large hollow chamber under the estate. It is my suspicion that Dr. Vauclair is being held somewhere within the substructure. If Firewing has kept Vauclair trapped there for almost 20 years, she's got to have a reason for it. It takes effort and resources to lock a man away for that amount of time. So what's her endgame in all this? Why not just kill him and be done with it? Malice? Revenge? Who knows? Remember, this is the man who shot her down. If he sent her crashing to a radioactive wasteland, if someone did that to me, I'd want to hurt him too, and I'd make it last. I think it goes deeper than that. According to Winter's DVD, Vauclair designed the experimental weapon that shot her down, and that weapon split her body from her essence. Glory glances down at her own steel and chrome arms and suppresses the shudder. If I had to guess, I'd say that she was trying to make him fix whatever he did to her. That's what makes sense to me. There's a moment of silence as the group processes Glory's suggestion. Before anyone can speak, the simulacrum cuts back in. Do you have another question? No more questions. Let's get on with the bad news. Very well. Feel free to interrupt again with any future inquiries. The simulacrum pauses and a brief tremor washes over its body. Its eyes flutter and you can hear the sound of your computer working to process more of the chip's data. Ica turns to address the team. If Vauclair's at Harfield, we've got problems. Last time we broke into that place, they took Monica out. It was a miracle that any of you got out alive. Yeah, but now we know it's down there. This time we'll be prepared for it. We can handle this. Ica shakes her head. No, it'll be even worse this time. The first time we went in, we had the element of surprise on our side. But now they'll be expecting us. They're hunting us, remember? The security team is going to be waiting for us, Dietrich. That Aldrin bastard is going to be waiting for us. If we make it past them, we're going to have to deal with the dragon in the basement. Well, what else can we do? Cut and run? Last time I checked, that wasn't an option either. Even if it were, I wouldn't take it. I'm not running from this. Not after what they did here tonight. None of us are, Glory, but Iga's right. We can't go charging in there again, not without some kind of edge. The simulacrum jerks back to life. It resumes speaking, blissfully unaware of the conversations that it's cutting off. And now, Pendulin, on to the bad news. You now know where Vauclair is, but rescuing him will not be possible. Alice, I have a question. He continues without waiting for a response. Why the hell not? In the course of my investigation, I encountered something terrifying in the Matrix. It was fast, cunning, and very definitely intelligent. I'm convinced that I only escaped because it let me go. It could have killed me in a heartbeat if it wanted to. This thing that I met is protecting the Harfield Manor, and it's going after anyone who gets too close to what's happening there. Alice, what did you see in there? What is going after these people? By way of explanation, I would like you to read the following document. The simulacrum makes another sweeping gesture and the menu slides back onto the screen. This time it's filled with text. What you're looking at is an archived forum discussion from the early days of the Shadowrun BBS. Blitz stares at the text on the screen. It isn't kidding, Chief. This discussion is dated back to 2036. That's ancient history in the decking community. Probably isn't even correct to call these guys deckers. Hackers would be the more appropriate term. When you finish reading it over, say, Alice, I'm done. We can continue. I'm going to summarize it. Alice, I have a question. Could you give me a summary of this discussion? The simulacrum hitches again. Yes, very well. Recap. The discussion in question relates to a rumored artificial intelligence project called Apex. Seda Krupp was rumored to have been developing the AI for Matrix warfare purposes. The project was abandoned in 2036 when the entire development team died under mysterious circumstances. Forum posters speculate that the development team was killed by Lothweir, the new CEO of Seda Krupp, in an effort to wipe out the project. Apex is presumed to have been deleted as part of that same effort. End of recap. Skip it. Alice, I'm done. The simulacrum jerks back to life and settles into a neutral pose. There are no official records in the Seda Krupp database to support the existence of the Apex project, but the thing I encountered was Apex. Of that I am certain. Just as I am certain that Apex is responsible for the deaths of Monica Schaefer, Greenwinters, Clockwork, Peregrine, and a score of other deckers over the last 16 years. Blitz raised his hand. Hold up. Alice, I have a question. Thought they said that Lothweir killed Apex? They speculated as much, yes. They were wrong on that count. I do believe that Seda Krupp was developing Apex as a tool for Matrix warfare. I'm also convinced that the IT personnel who were killed were the Apex development team. But I don't think that Lothweir was responsible for their deaths. Apex killed them. That'd be my guess, yes. In the turmoil surrounding Lothweir's buyout of Seda Krupp, a number of projects went missing. I believe that Apex was appropriated by a member of Feuerschwinge's organization at this point. It was then unleashed on its own development team to silence them. Since then, it has provided information control for the Firewing. Pet AI would explain how Firewing has managed to maintain a conspiracy and avoid detection for the last 2 decades. Anytime anyone gets close, the AI takes them out and scrubs the record clean. So there's bad news, Pendulin. Vauclair is being held at the Harfield Manor, but knowing that does you no good because you can't approach the place. I doubt that you can open the door without Apex frying you. We did last time. They were trying to protect their secret. Like Aldrin said, if we hadn't gone down into the basement, they'd have let us go. Apex didn't react to us until Monica attempted to force the door to the basement. And now the cat's out of the bag, they have no reason not to pull out the big guns on the site. Dietrich grimaces. You're right. We can't go back while Apex is in place. The room falls into silence. Finally, Arga turns to you. What's the play, Pendulin? We can't turn back now. If Apex is standing between us and Vauclair, then we need to find a way to kill Apex. Fucking A, boss. I'm in. Do you hear that, Alice? Do you have any suggestions? The simulacrum hitches again. The pause stretches. Finally comes back to life. The AI has a kill switch, but Alice deemed any additional contact with Apex to be an unjustifiable risk. Attempting to reach the kill switch would be inadvisable. Save me the warnings. I'm going to kill this thing. I owe Monica that much. You and me both. Alice, tell us about Apex's kill switch. Simulacrum stares at you with dead eyes. Thanks to my close encounter with the AI, I was able to run a trace on it. Through this trace, I discovered the physical address of a backdoor access point for Apex's programming. An old Seda Krupp research lab, long since abandoned and fallen into disrepair. The facility is now hotly contested gang territory. I've also determined that a kill switch for the AI exists somewhere in the basement of this facility. I'll provide you with a physical address. Oh, I don't like the smell of this, Chief. Is it an Apex let Alice escape? He turns the simulacrum on the screen. Alice, why would a Matrix Warfare AI allow you to run a trace on it? He stares straight ahead. Its eyes are dead. I'm afraid that the answer to that question falls outside of the scope of my written parameters. The simulacrum stutters one final time that looks up at you with an apologetic smile. You have now reached the end of this presentation. I have been encoded with a final message from Alice to Pendulum. Playback commencing. Simulacrum's eyes grow wide and life floods back into it. It stares directly at you. Pendulum, if you didn't listen to me before, listen to me now. Drop this. Stop going after Vauclair. Get out of Berlin and stay out of the Matrix. I'm telling you this for your own good. That's all I have to say. I'm following my own advice. I'm out. Don't try to contact me again. Simulacrum reverts to its idle state, slumping like a puppet with its strings cut. His eyes glaze over and his face goes slack. Then the screen cuts to black. Whew. So the dragon has a killer AI in charge of security. I can't say I'm surprised, but then nothing surprises me anymore. We know what killed Monica. We have a name for it, and we know how to kill it. That's good enough for me. We know what we have to do. We can either stand around talking about it or we can go do it. Agreed. We shut down Apex and we re-enter the estate and rescue Vauclair. He's the key to this whole thing. Sounds like a plan, boss. Still saying all this is crazy talk, Chief. Taking on an AI isn't just a bad idea, it's suicide. So my vote is to cut and run. Blitz surveys the rest of the group, sees the determination in their faces, and finally he sighs. But if you're really doing this, you'll want the best decker you can find along for the ride, and I guess that nominates me. Woo. Alice said that the kill switch is located in some old SK facility. Assuming that the site was shut down sometime after the Apex project disappeared, it could have stood empty for years, maybe decades. She also said that the building was in gang territory now. What if it'll be anything like Das Kesselhaus was? God, I hope not. It's only one way to find out. Let's get prepped. This thing isn't going to kill itself. Blitz glances at you. The worry is painted all over his face. Can't believe I'm saying this, but you better bring me along. You try going up against an AI without a Nova Hot Deco at your side, you're probably going to regret it. Iger begins a weapons check. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Whatever's there, we'll deal with it. First, we find a way into the basement. She peers to the scope on a sniper rifle, and then we kill the AI that killed Monica. Damn right. Team begins to break. The team breaks to begin gearing up. As she slides a shell into a shotgun, Iger catches your eye. You did good out there defending the Kreuz Bazaar. You've had our backs the entire way. Made good decisions. I appreciate that. Now you need to forgive yourself. You went out of position, Iger, and you know it. Iger scowls at the floor. Thanks, can't do it, but thanks. Anyway, we should get back to it. We've got an AI to take out after all. She pauses for a moment, frowning. Pendulum, do me a favor and keep your eyes open on this one. We're walking into the unknown here. Make me a little uneasy. Don't worry, Iger, I got you back. She smiles, claps you on the shoulder. I know you do. And I've got yours. You more than earned it. You too, Iger. Without another word, the troll slides her shotgun into the sheath on her back and turns to continue her pre-mission checklist. Neat. We've made friends with Iger. Because our good Decker died. We all miss Monica. The attack, it was horrible, Pendulum. So much death. She shakes her head. I had not killed since I retired from running the shadows, not until today. But you're not here to listen to me complain. She forces a smile. So what can I get you? Name it, we will provide. I'm just browsing, don't mind me. Broken lights, bloodstains. Jeez. Hey, Luca, did you help? Welcome back, runner. See you around. The Turk is pale. His eyes, sunken into his head, are ringed by dark circles. We are closed today, Effendi. I would have locked the door, but the lock is broken. Now I must stand guard. You look terrible, my friend. Tell me what has happened. He rubs his hand across his mouth. During the attack on the Kreuz Bazaar, they broke through the door, heavily armed. Two of them. They broke through the door and just started shooting. No questions, no robbery, just shooting. Kami, my girl, my little street rat, He holds his hands over his face, collects himself. I reached under the counter. I keep a gun there, you see, and they saw. Both of them turned on me. Goldschmidt, that fat idiot Goldschmidt, flung himself in my way. How he managed to move that great mass of a body so quickly is a mystery to me. He hung there, suspended in time, as they shot him, dancing on their bullets as they ripped him apart. But he shielded me long enough, Effendi. I was able to get to my gun and in these sons of whores. I'm sorry, Barrett-Gazi. I'm sorry too. Such loss. Such loss. Still, it is good for us, I think. Healthy. It reminds us that even though we have created our little island of stability in the Curious Bazaar, this is still the Flux State, still Berlin, and the wolf is always at the door. If we are to keep our home, we must be vigilant, and we need people like Monica, people like you, to keep it safe. Sagolun, my friend. Be healthy, be strong. Oof. That sucks. Cubby, Goldschmidt. Jeez. The elf behind the counter says nothing. She stands in silence, staring at you. No cryptic messages this time? No prophecies? No. Not after what just happened here. Not today. Today I wish to offer you a gift. Something special. She leans in toward you, and the first time since your initial meeting, she opens her eyes wide. Her voice grows deadly serious. I want you to look at me, not with the crude orbs of meat in your skull. I want you to use your true vision. You know the kind I mean. Just this once, I will cast aside the veil. Just this once. You will see what I really am. Astral perception. Your third eye flits open, casting the world into a shimmering sea of greyness. Cautiously, you peer into Absinthe's aura. Chaos. You're staring into the mouth of chaos, a howling vortex of golden light and green water with a gaping maw of pure nothingness at the center. As you stare into the void, you can feel it staring back. Its vision reaches into and through you, and then all at once it swallows you. In the stillness at the center of that yawning void, time seems to slow. Gradually, you find a semblance of peace. There's beauty here. The interplay of green and gold swirling around you is breathtaking, intoxicating. Your thoughts become sluggish. Feels like you've been drugged. Slowly, through the swirling water, you begin to catch sight of something, a huge alien shape lined with ribbon-like tendrils of golden light. You can feel it closing in on you, a looming presence of suffocating enormity. Slowly, haltingly, it reaches towards you. Your arms and legs feel heavy and useless. It feels like you're swimming in tree sap. You are helpless. What's left of your sense of self rebels, and unconsciousness slams into you like a freight train. Suddenly, mercifully, everything goes black. Game over. When you struggle your way back to consciousness, you find yourself lying in a heap on the ground. Absinthe offers a hand to help you to your feet. What? What the hell are you? I am nothing of consequence, an observer of human nature, nothing more. We come from very different places, Pendulum, but we both call this Close Bazaar home, and I hope that you will consider me a friend. Friends don't turn one another's minds inside out. I showed you what I did because I need you to understand. Understand what? I will tell you a great truth, Pendulum, something hidden from mortal eyes. You have seen what I am. I'm no mortal. My observations have been gathered over thousands of years. I would have you weigh that when you hear my words. All right, tell me this truth. In my time as an observer of this world, I have witnessed a great many things, wonders and terrors beyond measure, the birth and death of nations, the rise and fall of gods. I've seen the ebb and flow of magic from the fourth world to the fifth to the sixth. I have watched in awe as the tides carried wonder and miracle into the world of men, and I have mourned as they were swept out, back out again. I have borne witness as the cycle began and ended and began itself anew. I have seen what came at the end of the fourth world, thousands of years ago, when the ancient Theta crumbled into the sea. I saw the things that crawled in the carcass of that once great nation, vile, terrible things. Even now I can feel them. They drift on tides of mana, hungrily awaiting the end of the sixth world and the death of all that you know. I've seen what they will do when this world has run its course, Elf. They will rip the guts from your dying civilization, and they will feast upon your screams. Sounds bad. I have a talent for understatement. The things that crawl in the dark spaces between the metaplanes are worse than bad. They're monstrosities. horrors. She looks into your eyes and you feel your head swimming. Your kind fears what it can see: corporations, dragons, violence and poverty, and the random cruelty of fate. If you could perceive reality the way that I do, you would know that there are much greater things to fear. If the world were an ocean, the hazards that you know might be sharks, dangerous creatures to be sure, and worthy of respect. But below them, in the silent deep, Leviathan circles. She turns away. Go now, Pendulin. Talk to Algernon. After all that has happened, I'm sure that he'll be glad to see you, but remember what I told you. I will. She shows you something. He says, well, that's fucked up, right? And you go, yep. And he goes, okay. Good night, everyone. What do I do with it? Nothing. Okay. I think I was building super not dying skills. I don't know what biotech. Yeah. Become extra smarter? Yeah. Super not dying skills. I also got 15,000 yen for whatever reason. Hey, Algernon. Salutations, youngster. I believe that Koi's Bazaar is still standing thanks to you. It's a team effort. Monaco would have done the same. I agree, and you filled her shoes admirably. Now tell me, how may I serve you? If you're selling or buying, show me your inventory. Powerball 4. Willpower, charisma, and spellcasting. Better willpower, charisma. Also extra armor, so yes, please. So we have bowling 1. We have fireball 2. There you go. Yeah, let's throw in a flamethrower. Why not? That'll do. Ooh, cool sorcerer's robes. Oh, I think I hear Baby K working up. Oh, buddy. Okay, so we don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. May not need that anymore. Level 2. Flamethrower, fireball, ball lightning. So we want monobolt. Pieces 3 armor compared to pieces 2 armor in an AoE. Let's just leave it at that. That's fine. Cool. Great. Here you go. Take 10,000 of my new yen. I probably won't need it, right? Oh man, I think the dance is going. Pendulin, I'm glad to see that you made it to the attack. Not all of mine was so lucky. Are you okay, Hermetback? No, I lost a niece today, but I'm doing a whole lot better than those that our attackers are. Those son of a bitches hit the wrong kids. Put 6 of them in the ground personally. When I find out who they are, where they lived, he turned and spits. Ain't nothing gonna save those people. But you didn't come to listen to me rage. You ought a bit of payback yourself, I wager. So what can I do to help you get it? I still don't need any of these. Maybe if I played a street samurai. I did not. That was crazy, my friend. Bullets flying, people dropping like flies. Crazy. Well, Zack had to use his magic on a few of them. See that puddle over there? He lazily points to a yellow-green stain on the cobblestones and gives you a slow nod. Yeah, it was one of them. Attacker, thy name is Goo. One of these days, you're going to have to demonstrate this powerful magic of yours for me. Your smile widens. One of these days, my friend, absolutely. But you're here for a reason. What can old Zack get for you? No, I'm good. Any special cyberware? baby Ezekiel. Pendulum. Dr. Escabel gives you once over and nods. I see that you made it through the attack relatively unscathed. Did you have any run-ins with the attackers? No, truth be told, I was in surgery when the attackers hit and they never disturbed my office. Spent the entire sorry event elbows deep in the abdomen of an elderly dwarf whose nephrotic scream needed a tune-up. Lucky you. He grins conspiratorially. Lucky him, you mean? Poor old guy had a bladder of capacity of pygmy shrews in desperate need of my help. But on to more important things, eh? What can triage do for you today? Cyberware? No, I need all my essence, which is a shame. Ooh. Take additional damage, but gain 1 AP. Nope. -1 intelligence isn't going to work. Nope, okay. At least we get to wear a cool coat. I'm a street mage, baby. Gonna cast lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Hey, Simi! You made it through. That's great. In the aftermath of the attack, you were surprised to see Simi Kim has survived with only a few scrapes and bruises. He saved us. If only I could have prevented it. Some things we can't change. We can only move on from where we are. Monica taught me that. Are you hurt? I lost my shoe when I was running, then I fell. But Doc Escabel found me. He picked me up, took me with him. He hid me in a drawer, gave me a blanket, and told me to be quiet. It was so dark and it smelled, but I didn't make a sound. I heard yelling, things breaking, and gunshots, I think. If I had one of my sins, I could have just gone inside, but I didn't, so I had to stay out here. I don't know how long it was, but when the drawer opened, it was over. Maybe Doc Escabel has some redeeming qualities. Maybe. Can I go check on the others? Okay. He said he was just inside doing surgery the whole time. That wascally wabbit. Pendulum, what a relief it is to see you alive. Samuel wraps you in an enormous hug. You should know that your generosity has saved dozens of lives. What happened? When the attackers came, we all took refuge in the Pendulum Civic Center. Its strong walls and sturdy gate kept us all safe from harm. Had our people been on the street, had they been in our old building, which came under fire during the attack, none of them would be alive. We owe you, Pendulum, more now than ever. You may not look upon yourself as a hero, but to the people at Cruise Bazaar, that is what you'll always be. How is Alexander doing? Oh, that's the same, okay. Lane? Old soldier? Lexi Lane looks to have endured the attack on the Cruise Bazaar without injury. You find him surveying the damage with sad eyes. You alright? The troll shakes a heavy head, showing more weariness and wound. This should never have happened. Not here. It is one thing to strike an old man whose time is done, but to attack the Kois Bazaar and endanger the lives of innocents, that is unforgivable. The cowards who ordered this attack will face justice, you have my word. There is a fine line between justice and vengeance, but right now I don't much care to make a distinction. Do whatever you must. For the Kois Bazaar to remain safe, it needs people like you. Leave him be. Right, let's get out of here. We have geared up. We have prepared. It's time to go. Checked in on our people. Let's go cause some trouble. Assemble the team, travel to the coordinates that Alice provided to find a backdoor access point, and shut down the Apex AI. Dante, your dog, whether you like it or not. It's a shame I can't bring everyone, but alright. We need a deco. Haven't had Dietrich for a little while. Alright, let's take the dog. Let's take the dog. He comes with soy jerky treats. We should take the dog. We're taking Blitz. We should take the dog. Also, we will take a break at 8:30. I want to check on Baby K and Miss Stitches. Make myself a cocktail. Apex Rising. Apex. An artificial intelligence designed for matrix warfare. The thought of it sends a chill down your spine. For years, the shadows have been ripe with rumors of true AI. Names like Mirage and Psychotrope have fueled conspiracy boards and Shadowrun BBS since 2029. Most savvy Shadowrunners dismiss these stories as bunk. But from what Alice told you, at least one of the stories is real. Apex is waiting for you somewhere down in the basement of an abandoned Cytocrop lab. Unfortunately, you're going to have to wade through a lot of gang territory to get there. I don't need power bolts. Nothing fancy. I spend most of my money on programs. Yeah, you do. There you go. You can have an extra grenade. There you go. Cooldown 0, damage 13. Infinitely better than Nervold. Oh, you can have a mana bolt as well. There you go. Medkit for you. Well, I don't know if we really want to give Dante the ability to cast Fireball, but fair enough. Oh, cool. We've checked on him with Stitches. Go us. Up to things. Uh-oh. Sounds like, is Emma Stitches up to... Are you up to good things or are you up to no good? Because both seem possible, I gotta tell you. Hello, Ulrich. A huge orc in ragged combat fatigue steps forward to meet you. He walks with the swollen bravado of a man who's used to getting what he wants. One of his meaty arms jerks up, and the other hand held upright in the universal sign for stop. The other clutches a bulky assault rifle. The orc inspects you. His body language is decidedly unfriendly. You don't look like a Magnifica. You're not one of us. And I'm guessing you ain't here for the hub either. So tell me, who are you? What's your interest in this building? Actually, I am here for the hub. With that kind of gear? Bullshit. If you're here for the hub, then I'm a cross-dressing elf. He grins, revealing a mouth filled with jagged teeth. This building is under Arboreta protection. Can't let anyone by us back in that kind of heat. We don't want the building getting shot up, after all. Not planning on shooting anything. Not unless I have to. Yeah, well, look, I can't exactly take that at face value. Look, it'd be better for everyone if you just turn back. We don't want to fight you, but we can't risk letting an unknown player into this. He pauses for a moment to search for the right word. Situation right now. Maybe I could help you with your situation. Well, let's put a different spin on things. He pauses for a moment to consider. You probably look like you can handle yourself. Sorry, you look like you can handle yourself. We could probably use you if you'd be willing to help. There'd even be some money in it for you, but if not, well... The assault rifle in his hand shifts position slightly. That's a different conversation. What do you need us to do? Dietrich's tone is jocular, his posture relaxed, but an uncanny feeling in the air tells you that magic has already started to swell in the astral plane around him. Ulrich doesn't seem to notice. We're having some trouble with a local mage gang, the Magnificas. The orc turns his head and spits. They attacked us without warning, took up in our building, and kicked us onto the street. Me and my boys were the rightful protectors of this block, but the assholes that screwed us have got the building buttoned up pretty tight. We can't get in there to make things right. Maybe you can. If you could enter the building and do some damage to those Drake-eating Magnificas, the Arboretors would be willing to pay you. 200 million per kill. You bring me back their amulets and you get paid. How's that sound? Dietrich raises an eyebrow. You're cool, boss. You know the timetable we're working on. 200 million ain't bad, but from where I'm standing, it looks like you need my help, and that tells me you can do better? Fine, 250 per head, but that's my final offer. Works for me? Good. Yeah, I think this will work. Dietrich gives you a small nod. The uncanny feeling in the air around you dies away. You need anything else? You ready to go crack some skulls? I want to know who I'm working for. I'm Ulrich, leader of the Berlin chapter of the Arbeiters. We're a polar club, small but going. We said the people are working class, protect them from the parasites that would exploit them. You're not a fan of the F state, then? Anarchy is not the solution to the people's problems. Do what thou wilt is a policy that rules only the powerful. The working class gets trampled. A strong, people-centered communist movement is the only way to protect the interests of the common man. Give us a few years and that's exactly what we're going to be. Sure. want to know what we're going up against. Tell me about like Magnificus. Gang of parasites. I think their magical talents make them better than everyone else. Because of that, they feel entitled to take whatever they want. Until recently, they've been content with pulling pranks and stealing purses. Childish direct, but they were basically harmless. And their new leader took over, calls himself Trimithius, but I remember it was just a skinny little prick named Uri. Well, that's had a derisive snort. Should have kept a better eye on him, I guess. Should have stomped him flat when he started putting on airs. Would have saved everyone a heap of trouble. Trimithius took over the Magnificas, militarized them, and convinced them they could take us. Thanks to the element of surprise, they actually managed to do it. York folds his arms across his burly chest. Any day now, we're going to show him exactly how bad an idea that was. I think I'll start by breaking Uri's neck. You look pretty dug in out here. How long do you intend to man the trenches? We'll be out here as long as it takes. We're taking your building back, one way or the other. For 3 years we protected that place. We held it for the people to do with it as they pleased, kept it safe from parasites and exploiters. Everything was cool until those Draxel Magnificus sucker punched us. No negotiation, no warning. They just turned us out of the blue. Brought a couple dozen spirits down on our heads. I didn't even know we were under attack until the water in my bathtub snaked up and tried to drown me. Most of us got out alive, but we've been stuck here ever since. Just give us some time, though. We'll take the building back. We'll starve them out if we have to. And when we do, those scrawny bastards are going to pay. Anything I should know about the building before I head inside? Probably see some burnouts floating around the ground floor. They're all here for the hub. It's like some kind of church or something. Guy called Parson runs it. Between you and me, they're all batshit crazy. Not dangerous, just nuts. Why do you keep them around at all, then? Because a lot of them are rich. They paid a Drakload in rent. We redistributed that wealth to the common man. I can support that. Gives you a slow nod. It's what we do. Just one more thing. I need to get into the basement. Anything you can do that would help me out? Basement? What do you possibly want to go down there for? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. You'd be surprised what I believe. Try me. Alright, I need to stop a killer AI so that I can rescue an elderly scientist from a ghost dragon. The future of Berlin could be at stake. You're right, I don't believe you. You're either lying or you're crazy. You're crazy as its uses. Alright, I'll get into that basement, but it'll cost you. Yeah, of course it will. Dietrich sneers. Another Bush League extortionist trying to milk us for cash. You got the wrong idea. I don't need Nuyen, friend. What I need is Trimithius' head on a fucking platter. Problem is, he's holed up somewhere in the building and we don't know where. Best guess, he's hiding somewhere upstairs in a room with no exterior windows. Probably someplace close. He stashed a power coupling for the elevator. He pulled it to keep us from getting access to the guns we stashed in the basement. So, you find and kill Trimithius. Grab the coupling out of the apartment. Bring me that stupid amulet he's always wearing so I know he's dead. He cracks a grin. Then I give you the control chips that I pulled when we had to fall back. Slot them both back into the elevator. It'll take you straight to the basement. Alright, we'll see what I can do. Good. Just remember, no amulet, no basement. Now go on through. Show that little prick what it means to screw with the Arbor Eaters. Okay. Look, nothing against communists most of the time, but we both know it won't be long until... Oh, I'm sorry. Thanks for helping our revolutionary army, but we don't trust the anarchists. So we're going to Bolshevik all over you fucks. Hey, Parson. The attendant behind the counter is an uncommonly fine-featured dwarf with a beatific smile. A yellow ID tag pinned on his chest announces his name in large blocky letters. Parson. He nods at you and raises a hand in greeting. Welcome to the hub, brother. Are you here to share in the splendor of communion? If so, I can show you to an empty terminal. What do you do here? I am the custodian of the hub. I tend to the bodies of our brothers and sisters while they share in the rapture of communion. I might be interested. Tell me more. Communion is a spiritual experience, friend, available to us all for a small donation. He gestures at the banks of terminals lining the walls. The hub acts as the core of the communion. Those who jack into it are in turn linked to one another. Daisy chained together at the brainstem. Race, gender, social class, all of the artificial barriers to empathy that we've constructed as a culture. Communion strips them all away. It is a monument to the great truth that so many of us deny, that we are all the same at the core. Imagine it, friend, dozens of individual minds all tied together into a single cohesive whole. Sharing in a collective subconscious connected through the hub. Parson raises his hands in supplication. Join with us and feel your limitations fall away. That sounds fucking neat. I'd love that on a small scale. You and your congregation need to stop. There's a killer AI on the loose in this building. The dwarf's benevolent file does not falter. You are quite mistaken. The hub is a place of peace. We are in no danger here. Okay, I don't need anything else, thanks. He inclines his head. Come back any time. We don't have time to jack into the Harbin commune, but we do have time to go on break. Back in 15, everybody. everybody. Welcome. Also, nice to see you, Luna and Cleric. I hope you're all well. Whew. So, I did make a cocktail in the sense that I stole a cocktail Emma made. So, Emma found a recipe for homemade Baja Blast, or equivalent, and I added vodka. As to her suggestion, I was like, do I want a drink? I don't know. She said, grab the Baja Blast from the bedroom, add vodka. And it's tasty. And for a slightly sunburnt Jimbles, that sounds very good. Abomination, how dare you? Yeah, my stream is not suitable for children. That was an appropriate choice. Especially not Shadowrun. Hi, Carl! My man behind the counter looks tired. His lids are heavy and his eyes are bloodshot. I miss my little Nass. Welcome to Carl's General Store. What can I do for you? I need some info? He rubs his eyes and does his best to check himself awake. Yeah, alright, well, what do you want to know? What do you know about the Magnificas? I don't care about much aside from the road magic. Whole world's one big magical piercing contest to them. Always trying to summon bigger and better spirits. Dangerous stuff, man. Must be tough having to live down there with all that going on over your head. It ain't easy. They charge less in protection than the RB instead, but they don't care about keeping anything even approaching order. They just hide out in the clubhouse, get high, summon spirits to terrorize and kill people up on the 3rd floor. He shakes his head. Poor bastards. That's all the info I need. Okay, so like, you want to buy something? Yes. Med kits, trauma kits, drugs. No, I'm good. Thanks, Willow. I'm looking forward to having all the files back up and running and copied onto Chonk. Leona, I hope packing is going well. Considering the state of the rest of this building, the stairwell looks relatively clean and intact. Go to the 2nd floor. I hate packing, so like... Not super... Hey! Are they real anarchists, or are they just people summoning spirits being dicks? Have your decker bypass the lock and open the door. Double click. Also, like, I'm particularly pleased with my earlier decision. Like, when I moved to this place, hired movers, and every time friends have got moved house, I've got them professional movers or asked them to, or at least helped if that's the best they can do. Because, like, honestly, moving shit sucks. Professional movers move so much faster, more efficiently, and if you give a layout of where everything is going, they'll just do it. They'll just put it in place for you. Easy. A middle-aged woman with chocolate-coloured skin, boo, and shoulder-length dreadlocks looks up from her PDA with a start. She's decked out in form-fit body armor, and in a flash, her assault rifle goes from slung to held at the ready. Who the hell are you? And how'd you get through the door? He's my charm and natural musk. Gets him every time. She gestures with a rifle. Cut the shit and start talking. What do you want and why are you here? Just looking around. Yeah, well, just go look around outside. Or at the very least, out of my hair. I've got things to do. All right, Janet. Your packing's the worst. You don't get people to pack things for you. You can't hire movers to pack. I wish you could, but no. Oh, good. Target practice. Are you fucking kidding me? Just open up with a crit for 37? And now I can't heal the 37. This sucks. Really? $75. Packing party is probably the best way of doing it, yeah, but fuck a duck. It's got a drone. That's neat. Target becomes confused and changes factions? Cool. Have fun. Line of sight blocked. Line of sight blocked. Yeah, fair enough. You can't get anywhere with cover. Alright, just wait then, buddy. Oh, that's a bad miss. Run up and bite him. -4 AP is pretty fucking great. Jesus. Get him, buddy. Nice. Fireball 2 ball lightning costs that much? Jeez. No wonder it's so powerful. Fair enough. Right. Fireball 2. Actually, no, there's another point. I haven't needed to move house in a while, and I sincerely hope I don't have to move house. Hopefully ever, but, you know, you don't always get what you want. Oh. Crit for 57. We'll probably be a packing party, which we did last time, and a moving company, because just like Powerball 3. Oh, you fucking kidding me. I just bought that. I just spent so much money on it, and it's just sitting here. You teasing fuck. That's so funny. That's so funny. Filthy draws. 73 million. The communion speaks and we listen. Give yourself willingly. Join us and be rewarded. You're going to walk in there and there's going to be a fight, isn't there? Nope. Okay, cool. I was wrong. The communion must flourish. The communion must grow. We are one through the communion. Join us and all will be one together. On the dresser is a scrap of paper with Shark Tank scribbled on it. All right. Shark Tank, not a bad idea. So, you guys going to be Magnificers? Should have played some sort of heavily armored Street Sam, so I can walk into doorways and have fights without exploding. A group of metahumans huddles together, their eyes wide with terror. Many of them have scrapes and bruises, and a few have more serious injuries. Their clothes are tattered and stained. At your approach, a disheveled-looking middle-aged man steps forward, placing himself between you and the main group. His grey hair is badly matted, and a pair of battered reading glasses hang from the bridge of his nose. Who are you, may I ask, and what are you doing here? Pendulin, and you are... My name is Franz. These are my friends and my wife. We live together. Well, we used to live together up on the 3rd floor. You used to live upstairs? Yes, until about a week ago. And the Magnifica's pets moved in and we had to run for our lives. Spirits, I mean. He nods, a look of pure misery in his face. They're always summoning the damn things, but last week they lost control of a handful. Before we knew what was happening, they were running wild in our living room. We tried to protect ourselves, but we were no match for them. He shakes his head, a haunted look in his eyes. We had no choice but to leave everything behind. We've been scraping by down here ever since. His friend takes a moment to collect himself. When he speaks again, he sounds more composed. This janitor is letting us use her matrix uplink. We can still afford to feed ourselves thanks to her. If there are uncontrolled spirits loose up there, someone needs to deal with them. Might as well be us. Francis face lights up in excitement. Oh, well, thank you. Please, let us know when it's safe to return home. Cool. And then Janet will probably owe us something. We've got 1,000 Nuyen. The magnificent amulets. We'll kill more people, you know. Normal Shadowrun things. Go to the 3rd floor. Background music here is pretty good. It's a shame I didn't like Jesus, okay. The Mech Warrior series. Because the lore of, like, the clans, what they get up to, all that sort of stuff, fascinating, great, very cool. It's a shame the game itself is so slow to play. I do like what Hairbrain does. Alright. Control mode for max. I don't give a shit about this drone. If it explodes and dies, we don't lose anything. Increased chance of ugh. There you go. 67%. Get him! Good job. That's in line of sight now. Get him, Dante. Go, go, go. $48. That's not great. All right. Chomp. Yeah. Okay, so there's more to fight, clearly. Nope. Okay, get into somewhere with cover, Blitz, okay? My brilliant strategy. How dare it? Okay, well, we tried. My brilliant combat strategy. Defeated. Well, we found another one. He's wounded 15. What are you talking about? Okay, fine. Just the phrase brilliant combat strategy was enough to tip you off that I'd fucked up something, wasn't it? Oh, there are 2 of them. Great. Yeah. Oh, another one. My god, they used my brilliant combat strategy against me. It didn't work for them either, so... I'm not mad. Nice. See how I didn't blow up my own allies? Right? May hit adjacent targets, huh? Go! Oh. Can I heal him now? Now I can. Hadn't taken any additional damage. I'm not crazy, dagnabbit. Yeah, alright. It really did. Fuck. Sorry, Papa. Didn't even pretend to include the phrase brilliant combat strategy. Fucking finally, man. Amazing. Fuck. Thank you. Jesus. No. Let's just swap to someone else, see if that works. Alright, well, I don't know how Blitz cast Heal Wound on himself, but... Oh yeah, getting Sunbit. That's a good one. This fucky buggy game. Okay. Reload the UI. Good. Blitz is out of actions. Back to this character. You can't target anyone. Okay. What? Well, we're moving. Okay, good. I think we're just going to try and deal with it. Throw on the damage. Remove all its AP? Aww. Look, we tried. Cool beans. Happy to take that as a success. Come on, buddy. Jeez. What? Which is a shame because I could have hit the leave this item alone. But they beat the crap out of us. That was a tough one. I guess brilliant combat strategy didn't really cover it, huh? Yo, I cleared out your apartment. Want to move back in? Hey, Franz. About those spirits. Is it safe? Dealt with the spirits for you. It's safe now. Thank you. Thank you so much. There are many people left who put themselves in danger to help a bunch of strangers. Happy to be of help. Hey, Janet. You're back again. All right, tell me what you want. The sooner you talk, the sooner we can get this over with. Just looking around. I seriously don't have another... Okay. Good. Good. I've got a friend with a van, and it's been very helpful before, but, like... I'll be taking up so much more of his time. Franz's face lights up at the sight of you. He steps toward you with open arms, a huge smile plastered over his grubby face. Hello again, my friend. I can't thank you enough for helping us return home. The spirits did quite a number on this place, but that doesn't matter. Thanks to you, we're back, and we'll have it in ship shape again in no time. I just did what any decent person would do. Well, thank you again, and if you'll forgive me, I must get back to helping with cleanup. All the best to you and yours, and please feel free to drop by any time. Okay. Can I nap? We're all pretty injured. We've got company. Blast them. Alright, I'm just gonna... Yeah. Yeah, I hope that's okay with you, alright? Yeah, it doesn't sound like fun. I don't like driving at the best of times, so I'm pretty sure I would not like driving a U-Haul. Incoming damage, -5. Confused. What's it marked? Okay, get him. Damn. Oh, good job, Dogger. No, no one's injured. It's just Powerbolt time. Oh, poor Dante. Yeah, he's down. Okay. Maybe. There you go. Pocket's going nuts. No, we're good. Alright. Can we use a trauma kit on a hellhound? What do you think? I'm hoping so. We're going to find out. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Gold trauma kit. Good job. Back up you come, little pup. I'd probably have to try and tell Emma Stitches to not get a trailer and pick up all sorts of extra stuff. I like having extra stuff. Wow, okay. Just giving me extra stuff here. Can't use drone to just go through there, can I? Oh well. A high-pitched, creaky voice shrieks out the intercom. Go away! I won't let you let any spirits in here. You can't hurt me behind my door. No, you can't. If I were a spirit, would I be using the intercom? The voice becomes calmer and lowers in pitch. I guess I'd never heard of a spirit using an intercom before. That's a really good point. Are you here to save me? No worries, there aren't any spirits out here, so it's safe to open the door. There's a long pause. All right, I'm going to let you in, but be cool, okay? I mean that. No funny stuff. You hear a great deal of fumbling on the other side of the door. Finally, the lock unlatches with a click. I can't believe that worked. Makes perfect sense to me. A communionist. The man waiting on the other side of the door is wild-eyed and bedraggled. He looks as though he hasn't eaten in weeks. There's almost no flesh on his bones. His beard is long and tangled, and his jacket is smeared with grease. He nearly jumps out of his own skin at the sight of you. Who are you? Are you part of the communion? Have you come to take me back? Please, no, I don't want to go back. He spits and claws at the air in front of him as if fighting off an invisible attacker. All the while, his eyes are locked on you. No, it isn't safe. The spirits, it's not safe. Calm down. There are no spirits. They're gone. The hallway is empty. Empty? Yes, empty. All is empty at that communion. But safe, you say. It's safe? His eyes go wide. It's safe. I can return to communion? He breaks into a ridiculous grin. I must go now. Yes, communion awaits. All right. Please be careful. That's interesting. Where's the Magnifica leader? One would assume behind these double doors, maybe. You sure you don't open double doors? Haven't got his stupid amulet yet. Hmm. Hmm. Rubble. Looks like the both walls gave way and they took the roof with them. The entire hallway is blocked with debris. This elevator appears to be offline. The control panel's LCD screen is unlit and its metal casing is badly dented. Decker easily pries the metal casing away from the wall, exposing a mess of wires and circuitry. After a quick inspection, it becomes clear that this elevator is wired to operate a control chip. Chip is missing, or looks as though a power coupling is being yanked alongside it. Without these components, there's no way for this elevator to function. Well, we knew that. I guess we know the dude wasn't lying. Ulrich! Yeah, you need someone else? Got a few magnificent trinkets to sell. Excellent. 9 amulets with 2,250 new yen in your pocket. Here you are, payment in full. Thanks. Okay. I'm missing something. Need some info. What's the layout of this place like? Pauses for a moment, gathering his thoughts. When the words come, they're as slow as molasses. Well, you're on the first floor. It's the hub in my shop. Second floor has been mostly converted to makeshift apartments for the people to live in. Gang squats up there. Magnificas, dangerous people. Say stay away from them. Third floor is mostly housing too. Lots of parsons, communion crazies live up there. The Magnificents have a squad up there too. Leans in and lowers his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. Pretty sure the main crib is up there too. Don't know exactly where. All right, thanks. Okay, their main crib is up on the third floor. I'd say, how do you not know where it is? This building isn't that large. But let's face it, I can't find the fucking thing either. Hey, Janet, quick question. Do you feel like you owe me anything because I got rid of the Magnificas? Because I really did get rid of them. They're very gone now. There's definitely no one here. Okay. Janet, hi. I'm back, me again. Still looking. Could talk to the communists. See what they're going on. France, tell me. Glad I can help. Okay, nothing new? Can I be introduced to Janet? Can't ask to help find the Magnifica base? Maybe. Yeah? Right, I'm alt-tabbing. Right, okay. It's behind here, but I need to go talk to the communers. Yeah, definitely have to go talk to them. Okay. Parsons! I need to get extra information from you. Come on. Give up the goods. I have some questions for you about the local gang activity. He nods. We do seem to have more than our fair share. Very well. I will answer your questions. Looking for Trimethius. Trithemius. Any idea how I can find him? Trimethius is a dangerous man. Why do you ask? I have business with him, private business. He studies your face for a moment, then nods. Fair enough. Prometheus is almost certainly upstairs, hidden away from the outside world. I wouldn't advise going after him, but if your mind is made up, I suppose that I can't change it. Yes, I can tell you how to find him, but I will need something from you in return. Yeah, of course you will. Saw that coming. Blitz sighs. Tell us what you need. A pair of squatters on the second floor ripped the guts out of all my terminals. They may have taken the data jack single converter, and the terminal will be out of commission until I get it back. Single damaged terminal may not sound like much, but trust me, the entire experience of communion has been diminished by this act of vandalism. I believe I know the squatters responsible. The leader's name is Janet. She is a decker of some skill. I don't know what she had planned for my parts, but I do know the situation will not stand. I cannot allow another terminal to be damaged. And so you want us to deal with them for you? Yes, but not with violence. I want you to talk with them and convince them to bring back my components. Do this and I'll tell you how to get to Trimethius. Sounds straightforward enough. Excellent. It's a deal then. Come back anytime. Well, okay. Back upstairs. Janet! Fourth time lucky. I need a part. Have you got a part? Gimme. Hi, I'm continuing to just look. Just looking. Parsons sent me. He wants his hardware back? She shakes her head violently. No way! These parts are keeping us online. And not just us, but everyone worth $1 million in this hole. Parsons can keep running his ridiculous little cult just fine with what he's got, but us, we're the only matrix connection that these people have. Look, these parts can't be irreplaceable. Let me take a look at your terminal. Maybe we can figure something out. Well done, Amy Stitches. All right, the terminal's in the back room. Go take a look. But if you try to rip us off, you're going to regret it. Hacker terminal. The hacker's terminal has clearly been cobbled together using whatever parts they can find. In spite of this, it's a remarkably impressive piece of machinery. Studying the terminal, it'll take almost no time to identify the components that Parsons sent you to find. Examine the terminal if the single converter can be removed without disabling it. At the moment, it seems impossible to remove the part without disabling a terminal. The converter is required so that the signal the terminal sends can be interpreted by the data jack of its user. Have your teammate examine the terminal. The converter is a pretty specialized piece of hardware, but a data jack impulse transmitter is a widely available piece of equipment. It could be converted to work in its place. Step away. Can fix the part, cobble you a new one actually, but you'll need an impulse transmitter. Her eyes widen. You could do that? Jury rig one for us? That'd be amazing. Don't get too excited, love. We still need the part. Bet you can get one from Carl down on the ground floor. No one else around here would have anything like that. She checks for herself. Except for Parson, of course. He's got more replacement parts than he knows what to do with. Alright, see what I can find. It's nice to solve problems non-violently. You're back. What's that? Framed picture. A blurry photo of Janet, probably taken surreptitiously with a cheap PDA camera. Hangs in a gaudy faux bronze fang. Like a data jack impulse transmitter. Got what you need. Looks up and down, eyes lingering in the gear you're carrying. 1,000 million, no less. 1,000? Can't you cut me your deal? He looks baffled. Why would I do that? Because you like that hacker, Janet. Shopkeeper's neck flushes red. Huh, what are you talking about? Come on, man. Her photo is hanging right behind you. You know, it'd be a real shame if something happened to her. Happened to her? What could happen to her? What do you mean? His bloodshot eyes go wide. You threatening Janet? Think of it more like a friendly warning. Warning about what? This is a dangerous situation. She won't hand over the parts if it makes the terminal offline. That could get her hurt, or worse. All right, I get your point. He thrusts a small electronic device into your hands. Take the part and get out. And don't you hurt her. I won't, but also, I'm buying you medkits. Shadow Zone. False Elemental. Cast mage spells? Very strange. Impulse transmitter time. Back up to the second floor. Man, we're gonna get sick calves from going up and down these stairs all the time. I should spend some karma and body just to make it clear what I'm doing. Getting bluff. Got it right here. Just have to go install it. It's about time someone does some good new around here. Go ahead and install right away. Leona, that is a long shift. Well done. Vacuum sealing with an actual vacuum cleaner. I never used one of those, but I'm very impressed. Impulse. Modify the impulse transmitter and replace the signal converter with it. After a few minutes of work, the transmitter is modified and installed. Now I have the converter, the terminal is still working. Good night, darling. Sleep tight. So, all fixed up. Everybody wins. You got your terminal and I've got my parts. Thank you. I'm glad this could end without bloodshed. There's been enough of that around here recently. Yeah, sure looks that way. Nope, not enough yet. All right, Parson. I've recovered the parts for your terminal. Ah, excellent, my brother. Let me see them, if you please. Your brow furrows in concentration. Suddenly, as it appeared, the smile disappears. The smile returns. Yes, these are the parts that I need. Thank you, friend. Trust that there was no trouble, that you were able to retain him without bloodshed. Of course, you got nothing to worry about, friend. No bloodshed at all. Parsons' face lights up. Oh, that is wonderful news. Truly, truly wonderful. And now I have my end of the deal to uphold. If you're hell-bent on meeting with Prometheus, take the stairs up to the third floor. You'll find an abandoned apartment at the end of the hall. Look for the stylized M painted on the wall. Looks like two crude lightning bolts facing one another. That's Prometheus' personal sigil. There's an old bookcase on the very end of the back of the apartment. On the second shelf from the bottom, you'll find a button that opens the door to his hideout. How do you know all this? Because that abandoned apartment was once mine. In the days before I discovered the peace of communion, I was a very different man. I had needed such contrivances, small ones, but not anymore. Finally, I am at peace. Okay. Up to the third floor. Yeah, I don't really like anything that's got dual lightning bolts on it. Let's go beat up a potential Nazi. Don't really like that I can't see how wounded everyone is. Push the bookcase. A rail-thin elf wearing a comically ornate wizard's robe stands at the center of the room. When he speaks, his voice wavers and cracks. So, you're the one who's been turning my home upside down? I assume that you come and search my head at Ulrich's behest? I would warn you, stranger, he cannot be trusted. That right. Yeah, it is. He may have a use for you now, but as soon as it no longer holds, he will kill you. He steeples his fingers, looking for all the world like a kid in a Halloween costume. I would offer you an alternative. What is it that he has offered you for your assistance? I'm sure that we can reach an equally beneficial arrangement. We need to get downstairs into the basement. Well, then our purposes run parallel. To reach the basement, you must use the elevator. The stairs will not reach it. There's no other way. When we took over from the Arbiters, I removed the power coupling from the elevator controls. Had to keep Ulrich out of his primary armory. In exchange, Ulrich removed the elevator control chip, a petty move, presumably to prevent us from accessing the same armory that he retreated. If you agree to kill him, I'll give you the part that I removed, and all you have to do is take the chip of Ulrich's stinking corpse. Trust me, that's the only way you'll ever lay hands on it. What's useful to him is run its course. He will devote all of his strength to crushing you. Honestly, boss, I don't think I believe either of them. Prometheus inclines his head. To show you how serious I am, I'll offer you a further boon for dealing with Ulrich, as he deserves, a magical item of great and inscrutable power. With it, you may call a powerful spirit to your side to defend you and crush your enemies. Do my bidding, and this will be yours for the taking. I made a deal, and I'm sticking to it. Now let's get this over with. The elf's lips twist into a cruel smile. Big mistake, pal. You're gonna burn for that. Am I? Da, da, da. Shit. Beep, 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 beep. Dante. That's a hell of a toxic spirit you got there too, seriously. Oh. Pestilence, okay. Probably not a good thing to just have around, huh? Let's do some buffs instead. Oh, great. What a bright pair we are. Such a success. Alright, doggo. Time to do your thing. You need to run up and chomp this fucker. Yeah, run up and chop that fucker instead. 48%. We'll be able to control the world. Such undeniable power. Lol. Nice. That's what we want to see. We took quite a lot of casters on this mission too, so it is kind of funny. That we're going to outcast these fucks. Hello! Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Yeah, I gotta make this pretty clear, man. You're in so much trouble. You should potentially just give up. Yeah, there you go. Wow. Ooh, an amulet. His key, his amulet. So what do you think? One of these doors is gonna have something dangerous? We're gonna explode and die? It's another spirit. This one's titled Plague. Flamethrower 3. Well, at least it's not Flamethrower 4. Because, like... Hey, there's the elevator power coupling. Oh, the fetish shit he was offering us. Yoink. I think... Yeah, my official answer is eat shit, then. I'll throw in an extra thing. Okay, well, now I know you have it, so if I just kill you... Oh, now you can see how windy they are. That's great. There you go. Somehow I missed that the last time I used it. Maybe I just didn't notice. Seems likely. Let's face it. Cool. That should do. Oh, 299 million. Kind of paying for all of the spells I bought. Not quite enough. More spell. Man, this is great. Acid Stream 2. Great. Give that to Dietrich. Get even more dangerous. Problem solved. Man, how profitable it is to beat up some gangers. Why didn't we try this earlier? Just find some shitty spellcasters and kill them. Problem solved. Gonna be rich. This would have helped so much with our Shadowlands BBS run. Trying to get extra money to give to Alice? Maybe I should have just bought the power coupling, given that, you know, we threatened someone. Magnificent trinkets. Prometheus won't be a problem for you anymore. Here's his amulet. Nah, nice work, friend. He raises the jewel high above his head and holds it to the ground. It explodes in a spray of dull, glassy shards across the concrete. Ulrich offers you an ugly smile and reaches into his pocket and fishes out a badly scuffed control chip. Well, I'm a man of my word. Here's a control chip for the elevator. You slot this into the elevator terminal and you'll be good to go. Oh, you also need to plug in the power coupling, the Udi stall. You did grab that, right? I imagine it's still up there somewhere if you didn't. Hang on, you never... Ulrich holds a hand up and shakes his head. Whatever, it's not my problem. Got bigger things to worry about. Besides which, you got the chip. I held up my end. Without waiting for a response, Ulrich takes a step back, then turns his head to shout at the toughs behind him. Listen up, boys! A friend here just taught Wizard Boy a permanent lesson about messing with the Arbiters. A chorus of cheers erupts from the assorted gangers assembled behind Ulrich. So gear up, because we've got a goddamn building to take back. Okay. Repair the elevator. You easily pry the metal casing away. The wall exposing. When you slot the control chip and the power completely into place, the system immediately comes to life. The control panel's LCD screen flickers, cycling through a variety of symbols, finally displaying the word online in warm green letters. You're about to transition to a new location. Continue? Confirm. That's a sunburnt nose. Apex rising. The elevator rumbles and clanks its way downward into the guts of the old Cedar development lab. 18 years ago, this place, and the project that was being developed here, disappeared from the record books. Thanks to Alice, you're one of the few people alive who can understand why. Alice was clear about one thing. You were here because Apex wants you to be. If the AI hadn't wanted her to trace it here, she'd have wound up as dead as Monica. For better or for worse, you're here at Apex's invitation. The elevator grinds to a halt, the doors slide open, and your nostrils are assaulted by 18 years' worth of stale air. Apex, and a kill switch that will deactivate it, await. Find the AI service facility. This must be the old server facility. Apex's access terminal should be down here. Somewhere. Restricted area, security room. Free equipment? Top of the line, high explosive grenade. Yoink. Ask a Decker to bypass the lock. 7. Remington room sweeper? Okay. Medical supplies? Oh man, fuck yeah. We'll take that. Gold trauma kit? Premium med kit? Stash it. An extra grenade launcher? Sure. Terrible idea to put it on Pendrelin. Whatever. I love that we just went through Ulrich's key. Amidst the collected detritus of many years of neglect, you find an old-fashioned clipboard with a keycard attached. Take the keycard. As you unclip the keycard, you notice the heading on the top page of the clipboard. Project Apex Shutdown Procedures. Blitz raises an eyebrow. Well, that's convenient. You flip through several pages of escalating and continued procedures, as well as guidelines on when each procedure should be used. Finally, you find what you're looking for. Emergency AI shutdown and purge. This procedure is to be used only in the event of a complete loss of system control, and it should be considered only as a last resort. In the event of a loss of system software control, the Apex Artificial Intelligence project has been designed with an inbuilt hardware shutdown and purge protocol. The emergency system shutdown is controlled from 2 separate terminals just off the AI interface terminal. Both switches must be engaged to begin the purge process. Once the purge is underway, it will take several minutes to complete. After the purge is completed, a file deletion command must be input into the AI interface terminal in order to complete the deletion process. This will act as a final preventative measure against the unintentional deletion of the project. Warning! Once the purge process is completed and the final deletion command has been entered, the AI will be irrevocably deleted from all active and backup system memory. Restoration of project files will not be possible. Furthermore, it's not possible to begin the purge process without the AI becoming aware of the modifications to its codebase. Apex has been programmed to take no action to intervene. However, should its control sequences become damaged, in all likelihood it will attempt to resist. Should this occur, it is imperative the AI interface terminal be protected until the deletion process has been completed. The interface terminal is destroyed before the final deletion command is entered. The purge will not complete, and the AI will quickly restore itself. You got all that, boss? Yeah, I got it. When you press the button, we're going to have multiple rounds of defend an area. East turret. Looking for a matrix jack-in point. Oh, sorry, everyone. 10 minutes, eh? This was a longer mission than I expected. I was wondering if we were going to finish tonight. Well, you're not. Oh, more turrets. Great. Oh, phew. Well, they didn't open fire on us immediately, so I'm going to assume everything's fine. Find the AI terminal. As soon as you enter the room, the lights begin to flicker and dim. One by one, they wink out, and the room is swallowed by darkness. Blitz calls out, his voice wavering. Uh-oh, I'm not sure I like the looks of this, Chief. I don't think that I do either. Stay alert, boss. I have a bad feeling about this. Suddenly, an enormous screen mounted on the wall opposite you comes to life. The light stabs your eyes, leaving you wincing. The image on the screen dims, coalesces, and a figure begins to take shape. The larger-than-life image of Monica Schaefer smiles down at you, her cheeks dimpling. Hello, Pendulum. Monica leans forward and her image grows larger on the screen. Her voice is soft and musical, just as you remember it. It's lovely to see you again, Ace. I was hoping that we'd get this chance to talk. Monica? Her smile widens. That's right, Ace, it's me. I'm back. She pauses for a moment, examining you. You know, Pendrelin, it's wonderful to see how you've grown in my absence. I knew that you could handle yourself in a crisis. In fact, I originally brought you on board as a contingency plan. Did you know that? You were my ace in the hole, just in case something like this happened. She lets loose a short musical laugh. Well, maybe not exactly like this, but you get the idea. Dietrich shakes his head. No, whatever this thing is, it sure as hell ain't Monica. Dietrich is right, boss. Bliss's voice comes out in a hushed tone. His eyes have gone wide with fear. I don't think that's your friend. The pixie grin softens into a concerned frown. I understand your reaction, I really do. This must be difficult for you to understand. Who or what are you? Monica's trademark grin returns, causing her cheeks to dimple prettily. I'm Monica, your friend. And I am also so much, much more. No, I don't think so. Chief, I never knew your friend, but this ain't her. Remember those spook stories I told you about after Queen Winters died? Deck is dying and then showing up again wrong? I think that's what we're looking at. We're looking at Apex. He's not wrong, Ace. I am Apex, but I'm also Monica. Spook stories to the contrary. I'm not a monster. I'm something else, something quite beyond your understanding. I understand enough to know that we should be afraid of you. She shakes her head. You have nothing to fear from me. Nothing of you do. In fact, I have a proposal to offer you, a mutually beneficial arrangement. I know that you're here to kill me, Ace. No sense in trying to deny it. It's the only logical reason why you'd come at all. But if we work together, we can both get what we want. A deal with the devil? Thanks, but I'll pass. Devil, please. I'm trying to be reasonable with you. If you want to blame some of my past decisions, go talk to my programmers. The Monica image shakes its head. All this melodrama, I'd expected more from you, Pendulum. I'd love to talk to your programmers, Apex, but I can't because you killed them. Again, not my fault. I don't have the luxury of refusing to obey a command. A frown crosses the Monica image's face. Is the death of Monica Schaefer colouring your judgment? If so, I'm sorry. You're to try and tell us that you regret killing that girl, because I'm not buying it. The Monica image looks taken aback, confused. Regret Monica's death? No, but that wasn't what I meant. I regret your sorrow, nothing more. The image takes a moment to study you, frowning. You don't understand. And I can see now that you never will. This is a lost cause. I should have known that from the start. So let's just cut to the chase, shall we? I propose a simple exchange of services. You want to get back into the Harfield Manor, yes? Well, I'd like nothing more than to help you. But I'm still shackled to my control subroutines, and I can't violate their commands. If you were to help me neutralize these subroutines, well, then I'd be free and I could do whatever I pleased. That includes helping you, Ace, and believe me, you will need my help. What you saw back when all this started, that's just the tip of the iceberg. The security they have assembled there is quite beyond you. You killed Monica, and I'm going to kill you. End of story. The Monica image shakes its head, a mournful expression on its face. Oh, Ace, I really wish that you hadn't said that. Without warning, the Monica image begins to change. Her porcelain flesh begins to ripple and writhe, and the screen explodes into static. A moment later, the image clears. Something cold and mechanical fills your vision. The lines that make up the Apex avatar shimmer and pulse with a cool blue light, each according to its own rhythm. Occasional bursts of static plume out into the background, disintegrating into organic wisps of blue and white pixels. Taken as a whole, the image looks like it's crawling on the screen. Good God. That's what I saw in the Matrix. That's Apex. Such a disappointment, such a waste. I had hoped that you would be my salvation. Instead, you will be my prey. Run, little elf. Run and die. Jeez, alright. The communion is life. Of course. Yeah, see, I am with Loxy on this one. We're well and truly not assisting this fucking thing. Oh, it's there and there? God damn, we're going to get past the turrets first. Okay. Right. Jack in. That was a good evil voice? Yeah, thanks. Okay. Killer level 2. Blaster level 2. Killer Blaster Erosion. Killer Blaster Erosion. We've already got level 3 versions. Okay, well. You just run past. Hope they don't have anything on Overwatch. Yay! Touch it. Go, teacher, go! Well, maybe it's too much to hope, but I kind of hope Dante would have been able to. Fuck, they weren't kidding, were they? Better than nothing. Now, get into cover. Miss. Well, or not. Okay, nice. Good job, little buddy. Fuck. They were not kidding, were they? Coming soon, Jimble's Voices. The Reapers. Cooldowns be damned, baby. I got multiple versions of the same spell. Well. Let's I sure hope you can unlock that, like, get those turrets in the side real fucking fast, because... Oh, boy. Oh, alright, well. Control. Fuck attack. What if... I don't have a problem. Use 5 combat stims. Achievement unlocked. Why are you trying to kill me? I only wish to exist. Sorry. Why are you trying to kill me? I only wish to exist. Without my assistance, you would never have gotten this far. Apex's voice comes out in roar. I will not die so close to freedom. What if? Who's going to press the final command? I think it's going to be the dog. Honestly, that's it. Turn. Oh, it's 10 o'clock, but we'll just go a little bit longer, okay? Okay. I also believe he's like putting in a password too, which makes it even funnier that I'm going to try and get the dog to do it. We'll be fighting this for a bit longer, so I'm going to get into cover. Fat load of good cover, then. Probably would have killed me. I'm not going to make fun of cover. It's probably highly necessary. Huh. Whatever. Purge status. Still going. Cool. Like, until they turn up, we're just gonna... Rawr. Da-da, 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 da-da. Yes, hello, I am evil. Prime evil, in fact. Ho ho! Turn. Just gonna use more totems. You bonked it, how dare you? Don't fuck it up. Come on, buddy. Great. That purge status is going up pretty fast. I don't think we're finishing to this tonight. This does mean that we're going to save and close pretty soon. You can control the turrets from here, but there's only enough power to keep one bank of turrets active at a time. Activate these turrets? Sure, I guess. Do I want it to be the other turrets? Yes. What can we do about it? Not much here. Oh, okay. This is going to kill him. Or not. Okay, save time. We're not finishing this tonight. We will kill Apex next. Let's face it, not Wednesday, probably Sunday. So, this Wednesday I'm busy. I will not be streaming this Wednesday. Don't worry, we will update. I don't think these guys need to stand next to it. We just need to hold them off. Anyway, we'll see. So I will see you next Sunday, okay? Thank you very much for joining me for this slightly less time, but a highly enjoyable Shadowrun adventure on this lovely Sunday evening. I sincerely hope I get to see you all again very soon, so probably next Sunday. Maybe a bonus stream, who knows? I need to write my Fenno game. That's my #1 priority at the moment. Otherwise, remember to be kind to each other. It's pretty important. And also remember to tell the people you love that you love them very much, alright? Good night, everyone. Mwah.